Hey everybody, Nick James here for another episode of Nick's Nerd News, the show that gives you your week in geek in just 4 minutes. With that said, let's dive right in because we have a lot to talk about. The Oscars happened this past weekend and boy was it good to geeks. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is now the 2019 Best Animated Picture. Rightfully so, the movie is incredible. If you have not seen it, it's available on digital, coming to DVD in just a few weeks. Make sure to keep your eye out for that. I'm sure they're going to put a giant sticker, 2019 Best Animated Film sticker on it, so you will not miss it. Huge shout out and congratulations to Bob Persichetti, Peter Ramsey, Rodney Rothman, Phil Lord, and Christopher Miller. Now, the Webhead wasn't the only one to be honored because Black Panther took home a handful of Oscars itself. Though it didn't get Best Picture, it had 3 of its other nominees win. Best Production Design, Best Costume Design, and Best Original Score. They really seem to know what's going on over there at Marvel, and if you ask Kevin Feige, he knows what's going on for the next 6 years. Recently, for a Captain Marvel panel, a bunch of Nerd News networks, I guess I lost my invitation, was able to sit down with the cast and crew, including Paul Feige, who knows what's going to be going on for the next 6 years. That's right, though he won't tell us, and we probably won't even get a sniff of any of this until after Avengers Endgame and definitely after Spider-Man Far From Home. Let's just say the man who's concocted the entire MCU up till now knows where we're going for the next half decade plus. So this includes what's going to go on to the Disney Plus. If you haven't heard, Disney is getting their own streaming service, and since Marvel falls under that, we'll get a bunch of brand new content from Marvel to that service. So far, Loki seems to be heading over to his own show. Tom Hiddleston has already signed on to do the part, and we found out that this show will actually be interwoven into what is now the MCU, kind of separate from what's going on with those Netflix shows, which have now all been canceled. But if you ask me, they're going to get renewed once Disney Plus comes out. Be sure to see Captain Marvel, which hits theaters on March 8th, followed by Avengers Endgame on April 26th, then Spider-Man Far From Home on July 5th. And then, like I said, we'll start to know what's going to happen over the next 6 years, but so far, only the man himself knows. Up next, Ben Affleck has officially stated Batman no more. That's right, if you're a fan of the Batfleck, it's time to roll a tear because we will no longer see that perfectly chinned man inside the cowl. He was on Jimmy Kimmel and he had a statement to say. I've decided. I tried to direct a version of it, worked with a really good screenwriter, but couldn't come up with a version. Couldn't crack it. So I thought it was time to let someone else take a shot at it, and they got someone really good people. So if you like Ben Affleck in Batman v Superman or Justice League, sad to say, no more. What's going to go on with DC and their movies trying to come together? I think that's all done. We will get solo movies from here on out, but who should play the Batman? You heard it here first. I'm going to go with my pick of Richard Madden. That's right, you may know the Game of Thrones star, Cinderella, he was also Prince Charming in, but I think he would fill the Bat shoes perfectly. What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, Star Wars Episode 9 has officially wrapped. That's right, the ending of the movies that will include the Skywalker saga has officially done with principal photography. J.J. Abrams took to Instagram, posted this photo, and had this to say. It feels impossible, but today wrapped photography on Episode 9. There's no adequate way to thank this truly magical crew and cast. I'm forever indebted to you all. Now, we have not gotten a name to what Episode 9 will be, you know, Star Wars 9 blank, but we are set to find out possibly on Star Wars Day, which is the best way to do it. For those who do not know, May the 4th, like May the 4th, May the 4th is Star Wars Day, and that's when we're finding out the name. Possibly, let's hope so, because that movie doesn't come out all the way till December 20th. Alright everybody, that's all the time I got for you today. Be sure if you want to stay up with all things Nick's Nerd News to follow me on Twitter. That's right, I got one of those, Nick's Nerd News 1. Follow me there, but of course make sure to subscribe down below as well. Thanks so much all, take care.